We're gonna talk about CarX Street.
Thanks, Grandad. Much appreciated. Anyway, CarX Street, ladies and gentlemen, we need to talk about this game because it's been some time now. Where is the game? When are we going to be able to properly play it? All those things are in everyone's mind. People in the community are feeling a little bit frustrated about CarX Street. I'm mega excited, and that's kind of the issue. It's taking them so long to get this game to us. Now, just to be completely open, we of course have got the iOS version. I of course made a couple of videos on the iOS version, so it is available to play. And in case you didn't actually know, because it was quite a quiet release, it is now out on Android, which is super good news because that's what I primary in terms of phones. So why is there so much frustration within the community about where this damn game is? Let me get you up to speed. So now, after delaying about 14 times, a bit of an overstatement, they have now dropped it on iOS. 2 months later, it's now out on Android. Now, if you laid that out to someone that was in development, they would probably go, oh, that's a pretty quick release time. I keep saying games are more expensive, more complicated, more hassle than ever. And so to see games take this weird release, we've seen so many delays just in AAA games, never mind smaller studios. But I'm going to play devil's advocate here. I'm going to go back and forth between my kind of conflicting opinions. This is a smaller developer, and of course it's taking them a little while to get this built. It's an open world game. Previously they have not had much experience in terms of big scale games. This is the biggest scale game they have created from my knowledge. The version I am most waiting for, we should probably check, coming soon. This release date is delayed and changed so many times, but to play the game properly, I even said it in my iOS video, I need to play it on console or on PC, and it's very clearly coming to PC first before console. They actually posted some new news in December 1st, so it's been quite a while since they did, but look at how beautiful and gorgeous the environment looks. We can crank the settings to 100 on PC, and that's why I'm really looking forward to it. I want to play it in the best way possible. And of course, then later comes the console version, which this will have cross-play between it. There's actually the title screen, which I'm sure it's probably going to be very similar to PC and on console when it eventually comes there. But welcome screen. We keep getting little nuggets of information, but unless you really follow them on social media, on Twitter and Facebook, you really wouldn't know. So people obviously turn to creators and ask, where the heck is it? What happened? The developers are obviously based in a different part of the world. They are not based in the Western world as we know it in terms of the UK and obviously Europe and the United States of America. We release games and structure games very differently. But ultimately, the main reason we're not getting this straight away is because mobile games make money.
Money give to you.
I don't know what that is about you mobile gamers, but you guys have so much money to the point where these mobile games that are free rake so much from you, which is always why it's so insane when you think about we complain like crazy about loot boxes and stuff in console games. I actually made this video where I spent $100 buying stuff in the game, which really doesn't give you much, to be honest. Okay, when you think about in a normal Need for Speed game, you pay £70, Forza game, whatever, you buy the game and you get access to these cars. Of course, it's possible to do so in this game, but most people, I reckon, spend a little bit of money. I would love to see what the average player spends on something like this. So yes, companies are here to make money. We know this, Theo, but why still iOS and not PC? With it being out on the iOS and Android stores, that's where most of their money is likely made. It makes sense to put the version out that they can and obviously dictate where the focus should be during development. So clearly, iOS is their big money maker, and also Android, because there's a lot more accessibility when it comes to Android, but there's also a lot more difficulty when it comes to Android, which is why it took so long. Small note, if you're running off excited about the fact that it's now on Android, it's not on Samsung phones, which might be one of the biggest manufacturers in terms of Android phones, that is. But if so, get a proper phone like a Pixel. Once those mobile players have burnt all their money, that's when we get our PC version. It's a little bit, quite a lot different than we do it over everywhere else in the world. But this is a small studio, and something we got to remember is a lot of YouTubers jumped onto CarX, like myself, very late. We didn't know about the game. I've heard that maybe it was a mobile game of some kind. Then, of course, as soon as I heard it was out on console and PC, and it's one of the best cross-play games to exist in terms of cars, Well, of course, I jumped on it and made content on it. And of course, it turned out pretty well. I'm really excited to do the same in CarX because there's a bunch of hide and seek stuff, city camouflage stuff, so many more things we can do. And of course, we're ignoring all the modding and the updates that these games get. Google Earth. I wanted an excuse to jump onto Google Earth, but we are but a small part of the world. And a lot of developing countries really are only just properly getting mobiles to the point where they can play games like this. And this is something that we've not really seen before. Most mobile games are these drag racing games, which there's a lot of them and they can look great, but they're pretty limited. I'm sorry to inform you, but America is not the center of the universe or even the world. Why Earth? Anyway, it makes sense for me to try out the Android version. I have a pretty high-end mobile device, so I should hope that it runs decently. Alrighty, we are in the game. So this is it on my Pixel 7 Pro. It's still loading in, just adjusting, but it's running pretty decently. Again, this just doesn't equate to what I would really want from the PC version. I wouldn't say this is a super high-end phone, of course, of today's standards. This is slight above mid-range. Google doesn't necessarily focus on the gaming side of things, and again, it is still very much loading in. But compared to my iOS experience, where I'm using, I think I was using the iPad Pro, and the textures have gone. Yep, it's still loading. We're getting in there slowly. Compared to my iOS devices, it's a much smaller scale of devices that are available. It just makes life much, much easier. But of course, oh, you just crashed the soup. That's it. We got the ocean shot a few years ago of the city. I just started a new game. I don't know if I can actually log in and use my save game profile from iOS. I'm not actually sure at all. However, this is where you get to pick your car. Again, all of this, I'm kind of delaying my satisfaction, delaying the reward of properly playing through this game for later on. Let's go with the NX5. Oh, I wonder what that car is. As it drives out of the container. Oh, it's so sick. And then we get our first objective to complete. So it seems to be running about 30 frames. It's not running at 60. It's not running super high. But again, this is something that that would also be much better. Yep. Oh dear. Oh, my phone has just locked up. I really hope that saved the recording there, because oh, it probably did it. So that's where we are with CarX Street. We are awaiting for it to properly release on PC, and that's when we can properly enjoy it, in my opinion. It's going to be the first, I'll not say first big step, because the first big step is getting it out at all, and they have done that, and they're slowly improving the Android version. It's just not quite the normal process in terms of what we're used to. Anyway, hopefully it's in the next few months, all right? Give me an early version. Thanks. Smash like, subscribe, check out this CarX Street video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.